Hi, my name is Kyle Rumpy. This is the part one for the GIS 410 final projects. I originally did this video on Jing, but I tried to upload it to YouTube and it really didn't like my audio quality from my laptop, so I'm going to do it on my iPhone instead. So for my project, I wanted to focus on the North Carolina State University campus, and so I thought an interesting question to ask would be if there were any hiking or walking trails nearby that were easily accessible for students near the campus. And so to start with this, I found the data for North Carolina that included the roads as well as the trails and also the NC State perimeter. And then I clipped some of those down to fit just within Wake County. As you can see here, here's the outline, and then in the very center I have both the main campus for NC State and also the Centennial. And so the next geospatial process I wanted to use was adding a buffer to the actual campus to see what trails could be found within I started with a 10-mile radius of the campus, but it was a little too large, so I toned it back down to 5 miles. So finding trails within 5 miles of the campus can be seen on this layer. Trails within 5 miles of the campus that would be easy for students to maybe walk or bike to. And so the other processes I'm hoping to use next would be using the major wake roads that I have clipped down to size to find certain streets maybe near a building, like maybe if you live at Wolf Village, using Western Boulevard as one of the streets and seeing if that intersects with any of the trails that were found within the buffer. And then beyond that, maybe narrowing that down farther based off the actual length of the trail. If you wanted maybe a trail that was shorter or longer, or one that was within a certain amount of feet that you wanted to walk. And some of the other outcomes I thought might be that, especially on the edge, I might catch trails that are either really small and wouldn't provide very much use to anyone, or trails that just start and then continue to branch out. So maybe figuring out which trails are contained mostly within that buffer would help. And so once I got all this data onto ArcMap, I uploaded it to the ArcGIS online, and it kind of messed the colors up, but you can still see the same idea. So here's the NC State campus, and here's the buffer around it with the trails. So just trying to find, now that I have that buffer, using that to find a certain set of streets that I'd want to use based off a certain point that I'm using, like I said, Wolf Village, and then going from there using links to narrow it down farther. So that's what I have so far. Thanks for your time and have a nice day.